we have in store. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And how about that start for this offense? You know, oftentimes you see teams just trying to get into a rhythm, maybe an easy completion to get their quarterback feeling good. Not this offense. They take a shot and find an explosive play right out of the gate.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Scott. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wildcats!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Catch in the middle, it's Rodriguez. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in
he caught it, and he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Move the change with that completion now on first down. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He's going to pass. Buying some time. And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Oh, man. The quarterback.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Rodriguez. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fires to the big fella. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Coming after him. Slides away. Smashes through. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Might be looking to run. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Bulldozes him. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board. Looking to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Scott. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score.
Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the beatdown has ensued.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the stomping has commenced.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense.
Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now without a throw. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first two throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Afterburners coming. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this defense knew coming into the game with this quarterback's speed, David, they were going to have to be ready for him to tuck the ball and take off running.
But it doesn't matter. You know it, but he's so fast. You don't know about the angles, and you can't tell how fast till you get in the game, and he just takes off and makes big plays with his feet. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Dances away from the heat. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to...
And it's caught! Touchdown, Wildcats!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply, we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. He wants to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? It's complete. A huge pickup. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle. and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Scott. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. Trying to get to him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Looking to scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Feeling some heat. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays. And
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pockets, and he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants, buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Now, 4th down.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Out of the gun, the inside give. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. The Balls at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. field, their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's now up to 83 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the back. And the Wildcats get it past the sticks.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to this.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Smart move to keep it on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball.
A first down for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Brought down at the 26. Brings up 2nd down.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats, and Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. First down for this offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Can anyone catch him? The tag! Touchdown Wildcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB.
The offense set for a first down play.
Here we go.
Hand off from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. And he breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
The short hands, it's Gilmore. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to...
He's off to the races. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give on the inside. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Lexington. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on his way. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Now on first down from the 40. Back to throw, it's Scott. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Movement here from the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's loose. Past the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the pummeling has started.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top.
Line gets set, first down.
Moves. Ready.
The give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. But
nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender?
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. On the move at the 30. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The tag. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the route is on. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring.
When you hit this point in the season, Week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's Week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to Week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been